reporting our President-elect, Donald J. Trump, to be inaugurated January 20th, 2017. Talk Radio King.
And for Donald Trump's cabinet, what we know so far, his picks for Attorney General, President-elect Trump has tapped Senator Jeff Sessions as the Attorney General. Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, Trump has chosen Kansas Representative Mike Pompeo for the job. We couldn't be happier. White House National Security Advisor, Trump has picked retired Lieutenant General Mike Flynn for National Security Advisor. Secretary of State, we don't know. Mitt Romney, longtime Trump critic, recently met with him. We hope it's going to be Giuliani. We don't like Mitt Romney here at Trump Studios, the Trump advisory board of Talk Radio King. And we're still waiting. We're still waiting. But so far we like those. And we love Steve Bannon from Breitbart. Big Steve Bannon fans here. Time it is. I'm your host, Mike C. Schultz. You just happen to be in the right place at the right time. Right here with the Talk Radio King. Twas May 1988.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account?
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Making a right turn in the road, becoming a conservative against every last-ditch brainwashing and guilt-tripping effort that the liberals had to convert him. Mike C. Schultz dodged a bullet and escaped the sheeple's cult to arise to the occasion and assume the position as America's talk radio king. Misogynistic, controversial, vulgar, obscene, and heartfelt. I'm Mike C. Schultz, the Talk Radio King. My program is intended for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised.
Look, lady, we're not kids playing with walkie-talkies. If you don't have a legitimate topic, don't call my radio show. Goodbye. Coffee's for closers. Don't ever call my show and waste my time or the audience's time.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. like a dog without a bone, and actor out.
So, as I said earlier in the show, we know that President-elect Trump has tapped Senator Jeff Sessions as his Attorney General, Mr. Jeff Sessions, whom I think is a great pick. Director of the Central Intelligence Agency. Trump has chosen Kansas Representative Mike Pompeo. And by the way, if you haven't seen Mike Pompeo in action, you need to go on YouTube and do a little bit of research. Now, I happen to love watching Trey Gowdy from Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Mr. Shavitz from Utah, and Mike Pompeo from Kansas, especially in the Benghazi hearings, grilling Hillary Clinton. I mean, Google Mike Pompeo and watch how he grilled Hillary in those hearings. It was great. It was great. Trey Gowdy and Shavitz did a great job too. Mike Pompeo was underrated. You don't hear about him. You hear about the other two guys. And as far as National Security Advisor, Trump's picked retired Lieutenant General Mike Flynn as his National Security Advisor. And as far as Secretary of State goes, Mitt Romney, he's a longtime Trump critic who recently met with the president-elect. I don't know, possibly he's a candidate for the job. New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, one of Trump's loyal supporters, and South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations John Bolton, are also thought to be under consideration. Nikki Haley, I think, no way. John Bolton, perhaps. I actually like the idea of Giuliani, to be quite honest with you. And then also Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Bob Corker has been mentioned, and Richard Haass, President of the Council on Foreign Relations. No way. I don't want anybody on the CFR in there. No, sir. Treasury Secretary, yeah, we know he's looking at a Goldman Sachs guy. Secretary of Defense, James Mattis, maybe Stephen Hadley, Senator Tom Cotton. That's still up in the air. Interior Secretary, looking at Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallon, possibly. Forrest Lucas, who's the 70-year-old co-founder of the oil products company Lucas Oil. He's also seen as a contender for Interior Secretary. So I don't know. Things are way up in the air. Agricultural Secretary, all kinds of names being thrown around there. Nobody you've ever even heard of. Health and Human Services, Tom Price, the Republican from Georgia, chairman of the House Budget Committee, and an early Trump backer. He's the leading candidate for Secretary of Health and Human Services, so we'll see what happens there. I don't really care about that department too much. And we will see. He's definitely laying these out a lot faster than Obama did or many other presidents in years to come. He's working hard. He's working around the clock. He's not taking the weekend off. Education, Veteran Affairs Secretary. They're thinking about Senator Scott Brown. Maybe House Homeland Security Chairman Mike McCall for Homeland Security Secretary. The list goes on and on and on and on. On and on. But right now is what we do know is we have Steve Bannon from Breitbart in there as a senior advisor running the show. We've got Jeff Sessions as our Attorney General, Mike Pompeo, Director of the CIA, and retired Lieutenant General Mike Flynn for the National Security Advisor. I think these are great first picks, and I think the rest of the picks are going to surprise us even more. I think he's going to continue to make great picks. We're going to make America great again, folks. You heard it here first. TalkRadioKing.com.